as we come on the air, tributes are pouring in for nationally known forensic pathologist and Western Pennsylvania native Cyril Wecht. Dr. Wecht died earlier today at the age of 93.
He served as coroner for Allegheny County and also spent decades working on some of the country's most high-profile criminal cases. John Shumway has a look back on Dr. Wecht's life and legacy.
It was August 1972, and the president's brain was missing. Dr. Cyril Wecht had been allowed to examine the evidence of President John F. Kennedy's assassination held in the National Archives.
There is direct forensic scientific evidence which shows that the single bullet theory, which is the sine qua non of the Warren Commission report's conclusion vis-a-vis a sole assassin, is absolutely fallacious.
A critic of the official assassination report by the Warren Commission, Wecht said it would be impossible to answer questions about what happened to the president in Dallas without his preserved brain and the microscopic slides of tissue from the bullet wounds. But he had discovered that they were missing from the archive, so Wecht raised the alarm and made international headlines. It was far from the last time that he would be in the spotlight.
The business of government is people. The business of business is making money. There's a vast difference.
His public life in Allegheny County started in 1965 as deputy coroner, and he was elected coroner in 1970, then commissioner in 1980. He served for years while consulting on cases including the assassination of Robert F. Kennedy and the Manson family murders. Dr. Wecht was elected coroner in 1995 and ran unsuccessfully for county executive in 1999.
I called Mr. Roddy, and I conveyed my congratulations and my good wishes, and I want to repeat that here.
All the while consulting on criminal cases like the murder of JonBenet Ramsey.
She has this 8.5-inch fracture from front to back on her head, and yet, you know how much blood there is beneath that? 7 cc's. That's less than 2 flat teaspoonfuls. And what some of the people are saying is that that is the blow that killed her. There's no way. That tells me that blow was inflicted when she was already dead or dying.
And testifying as an expert witness in criminal trials. His conclusions occasionally made him an iconoclast or the defendant himself. He was the only forensic pathologist to testify to the House Select Committee on Assassinations who maintained that a lone gunman could not have murdered JFK.
The one bullet that produced 7 wounds in 2 men, broke 2 large bones in Governor Conley, emerged essentially pristine with no deformation at all.
And in later years, he faced federal prosecution for allegedly using the coroner's office for his own profit. It ended in a mistrial and accusations that his prosecution had been politically motivated. Years ago, we asked him, of all the cases that he's been involved with, was there one that still haunted him?
Yes, that still bothers me the most, that I think about. I've had one single case, Johnny Gamage. Justice was not served in that case. Justice was not served in that case.
In addition to his medical and law degrees, Cyril Wecht was also a U.S. Air Force veteran and a longtime professor at Duquesne University. He is survived by his wife of more than 60 years, their 4 children, and 11 grandchildren.